Hi everyone and welcome. It's Marcy here from Stampin' with Marcy. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Southwestern Ontario, Canada, and I'd like to welcome you to my Monday morning live here on YouTube. If you are new to me, welcome. I am so glad you found me. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. I'm so glad you have come back to join me. Please say hello when you join me. Let me know where you're coming from. I love to know where my viewers are in the world. Please don't forget to click that subscribe button below as well as that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos from me. Okay, so this morning we are going to be creating with the Friends for Life bundle. We're actually also using the Full of Life Designer Series paper and the iridescent faceted gems. Now these gems are not available at this moment. You can find this suite of products on page 42 and 43. So the suite collection is not available right now simply because these gems here are out of stock, but they will be coming back. With the suite, the only difference is you just have to enter the one number. You can still purchase all of the items separately. You don't get a suite discount. It's the bundled discount that when you're purchasing it as a bundle, you get that 10% discount. It just makes the one number makes it easier is all, but you can still order all of the products minus these gems until they come back in June, which is coming up in days. All right, so let's get started. Let's move that out of the way. Don't forget, we are coming to the end of the join opportunity for this month that you get 5 ink pads, the 5 in color markers, the full pack of DSP, and the mixed pack of the cardstock. It's $111.75 value, and you're going to get it for free when you join. All right, this is the card that we're going to be creating. I couldn't get a great photo, and I see my camera just keeps kind of glitching. So I have used, there we go, we can see better. I have used the, where did I just put that? The Distressed Tile 3D embossing folder. Tuck that out of the way. So let's get started. First off, we are going to, I've got all my bits right here. We are going to heat emboss. So I've got my adhesive sheet, my little die for my heart. All right, I've already die cut. So let's bring in our pierce mat and my cut down grid paper, and I'm going to bring in my embossing buddy that is part of the embossing additions. I can never remember what it's called. The toolkit that these fabulous tweezers come with. They make things so much easier. All right, so let's get started here with that thank you. So did everybody have a good weekend? We had a great weekend, even though it was a little bit rainy. And then, of course, last night it started to rain and it literally just stopped. All right, so we're going to come down slightly with that thank you. Here we go. Give it a moment. So I've just stamped it with the Versamark. It's a sticky ink that allows the embossing powder to stick to it. We've had a lot of rain, and we have discovered my sunroof in my Ford Explorer is leaking. Last Monday, we had that storm, and the driver's side and the passenger behind were flooded. Lots of water in there. And then again Saturday, Brad looked at it. Again Saturday, we couldn't figure out. We got more rain, a lot of rain on Saturday, and it flooded again. And they can't get my vehicle in until Wednesday. So hopefully no more rain. Okay, so we're going to heat up. I'm going to use my tweezers, and we're going to heat up our heat tool for a moment first, so that it takes less time to emboss. Embossing is such a cool technique, and my embossing powder didn't pick up greatly on here, but there we go. It's not, I don't know if I got enough Versamark on here, but it is all embossed. It's all shiny. So there we go. We're going to set that aside for the moment. And we're going to bring in our fresh freesia ink, because we want that to cool down before we do anything else with it. So we've got our double heart. Now we don't actually need the smaller one. However, I'm going to have two, just because I'll have an extra die cut heart for when I need. And then one inside. And tuck that away. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. All right. Next, we're done with the stamping, so we can get that out of the way. Let's bring in, we're done with that. Okay, so we need to tape this down to die cut it. Excuse my head while I line that up. There we go, I think. I hope. There we go. And now let's take our adhesive sheet and peel the backing off. So this is how I apply my adhesive sheet. Adhesive sheets turn your cardstock into stickers. So there we go. And then if you just take and peel the other side off and give that a press. So I've cut it down to size. And that way, when you do it, apply it that way, you're not going to get any sticky on your fingers. Okay, so let's put you on here. so, and then like so. And remember, the mini cut and emboss machine, you have to offset that center, the cutting plate, so it's like an E, and then it will, I'm trying to make sure that we don't jump. There we go. I don't want my friend to jump off because I've got that cut just so that I'm not wasting a whole lot of cardstock. And there's the one heart. There's our bonus heart that we don't need. And take my tape and stick it to my lamp. And we're all die cut out. That looks great. Okay, take your pick tool. We need this to get those extra bits. Now we're going to be very careful that we don't lose this top of the eye. But if you do, oh well, not that big of a deal. All right, so I'm just going to carefully pop that out. Come on. There we go. So there is the top of my eye. And then we are going to carefully peel that out because it's so skinny. We don't want it to distort the shape of it. So now we're going to carefully, with the take your pick tool or anything sharp that has that tip that you can easily grab on to that backing, and carefully peel it. And if it does kind of warp out of shape a bit, you can kind of push it back together into that correct shape so that it's not fitting wonky on your die cut here. Okay, scoot you up. So I'm going to start with my F and get that on first. Line that up. There we go. And then get that off my finger. There we go. So now I'm just giving it a light push so that it gets into place, because it's a little bit you know what I mean, manipulative. There we go. And get that over there. There. And now this is the fun part here where you're trying to get your backing off of that. So you just have to pick it up carefully. And I've got my backing off. And I am going to just take and place with my take your pick tool. This is my favorite tool. I've told you before how much I love it. There we have it. All right. So let's start building our card. That to the side for a second, and that, and get this right out of the way. Okay, bone folder. So all of my measurements for today's card can be found over on my website. The link is in the description box below. Summer Splash. This is one of the fabulous new in colors. Oh no, my audio is messed up. Ugh. I hope you can still hear me well enough, because I don't have any more cardstock or anything cut. Now I restart everything this morning, but you know how it goes with technology. I don't know why I have such issues. There we go. And so this piece is 3 by 3. If you cut down your 6 by 6, cut it in half and then cut that in half, you get 4 3 by 3 pieces. So you've got 4 of these fun pieces of designer series paper. And then my white cardstock is 3 1/8 by 3 1/8. But like I said, everything is over on my website. All right, so we are just going to apply some liquid glue there, and you're going to go just like so. Now, whoops, that's not my lid. I have gone ahead and cut some strips of my dimensionals so that for some of these areas, when they're cut down like that, it's easier. So I'm just going to go with a couple varying lengths, but for some of those skinny pieces, and we want, and then the top of that eye, a little smaller, there we go. Let's see, how are we doing here? And my phone is dinging away. I had anybody local ever used Mulberry Moon? I reached out to them this weekend about their, I'm going to use my take your pick tool here, about their farm produce subscription. I'm interested in that instead of getting from a grocery store that's a local farm. So I inquired about details. So I think that's them getting back to me now. My hands aren't messed up. You can still follow. Okay, good, Jeannie. I am so sorry about my issues with my sound. So I'm going to go one up here, and let's cut you down a little bit. And you're going to go here. And yes, I use a lot of dimensionals. I like to make sure it is not going to go saggy on me. It's going to stay popped up and lovely. And uh-oh, I hear Miss Sylvie. Here's Miss Sylvie. All right, sorry, baby. You got to go down. Okay, so let's cut a couple more little bits. So I need one for here, one for here, because down here is not on my piece of DSP. So we're going to go, I think there should be good. And, oh, I need one over there. And there, and then I'm going to use, I have both my big and little, and I think this, yes, that's going to fit there. And will you fit yourself? Yes, that's, there's some fuzzies on here from Miss Sylvie. There. And then I don't know if this is overkill, but I'm going to put one right there as well. There. And I've got a little piece for next time. And there we go. There. All right. Scooch all my mess out of the way for that. And then let's get these backings off. So this set has lots of fabulous dies as well as the stamps, making it really versatile. I used the leaf die on that Spotlight on Nature card that I did last week. I love dies. I find that they really do add. That one's over just a smidge. There we go. I find they really do add to your project when you can add those extra little details. All right, so we're going to go just like so. And you can see that, oh, I apologize. There's the end of that F. So that is why we did not put any embellishment or any dimensionals on there. And here and there. So Jeannie, have you been getting the rain up where you live like we have been? You know, the golf course, I had already taken myself out of tonight's tea time with the boys because I have lots of work to do. We've got the SSS super group coming up soon. This is for my team members. I'm with a group of other friends, and we do this fun day of inspiration with all our teams. And I have to record my video for that still. I have to record my class to go videos. Now that all my products are here. So I had already taken myself out of tonight's tea time, and then with all the rain that we got yesterday, like last night, and through this morning, the golf course emailed and said that they're closed today because they got way too much rain. All right, so some of these fun embellishments, like I said, these are not available right now, but they will be back soon. And whoops, 3. And there is today's card. What do you think? hope you like it. I hope I have inspired you. Basically the same with our little hearts on the inside. So that is all for me today. Please reach out if you have any questions at all. Don't forget about the joining special. It ends on the 31st, which is Friday. So Friday, May 31st is the last day to be able to join the Stampin' Up! Family and get that extra product for free. If you are shopping in my online store, please use this month's host code. If your order is over $200, don't use the code, as you'll get your own rewards. But if you're placing that kind of an order, I would love it if you would join my team instead and get more value for your money. All right, that's it for me today. Thanks so much for joining me, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.